NKTelco Sports welcomes you to Wright State University, where the Rochester Warriors take on the Wright State Lakers. This game brought to you by Minster Bank, Keyhole Pizza, 21st Century Kitchens, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwederman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, NKTelco, German Farmers Insurance, Wagner's IGA, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio, Grand Lake Health Systems, First National Bank, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. This is an NKTelco Sports production.
Welcome to Wright State Lake Campus as we get set for some volleyball action between the Wright State Lakers and the Rochester College Warriors. I'm Greg Burney, my partner Matt Everidge. Matt, first of the Wright State Lakers, they come in with a 1-18 record under Coach Michelle Hardesty.
Yeah, they just came off a loss to Claremont College. Trying to get this ship right all season long, it just hasn't seemed to happen. Now we're getting into the dual sports season, so players are missing here and there. It's one of those things you just got to work with in a small college atmosphere.
And on the other side of the net, the Rochester College Warriors coming in with a 15-17 record.
Yeah, they just came off a win at Claremont, so they're doing much, much better. They're normally one of the national teams that you hear about for the small colleges, and we don't expect anything to be different today.
So before we get started here, we'd like to talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Salina, where the dealer makes the difference.
For Wright State, service errors, that's the key thing they want to stay away from, and then they're hitting. They need to get it over to Onyx as quick as they can to get this set to where the ball's in the front of the net and they're doing some good hitting.
And on the other side for the Rochester College Warriors.
For Rochester, they need to worry about the net play up front, and then the main thing is just get the ball in play. As long as the ball's in play, they're not giving up any stupid points, and they should, we expect, cruise pretty handedly.
Okay, we're getting set here to get things going as the teams get ready here to do their handshakes. We'll get you set with the starting lineups here. As soon as the players take the floor, we'll run down those as well. As I mentioned before, the Wright State Lakers, coached by Michelle Hardesty, assisted by Jim Hardesty. And the Rochester College is coached by Shannon Billings and assisted by Nathan Billings. And as Matt mentioned, Rochester College did very well last year, got up into the national competition and one of the best years of their program. So as we get set here underway for the Wright State Lakers, we'll play, starting for them will be Ruin Camp, Burning, Castro, Lopez, Scott, and Hughes. On the other side of the net for Rochester, we have Stephanie Oliver, Shannon Murdoch, number 3, Stephanie Oliver, number 5, Emma Walters, number 6, Emily Scott, number 8, Taylor Lepek, and number 5, I had Walters. I feel like I missed one there.
They already
number 7,
rotated in.
Number 7, Kenna Myers.
Also, number 20, Hannah Daddle, she just came off for the libero.
Thank you. So as we get set for the first serve, the Lakers will start. Ruin Camp will serve for the Lakers. Looking to get their second win of the season. Ruin Camp serve is deep and out of bounds. That's one of the things we noticed in their last game is a lot of service errors, something that definitely against a solid Rochester team you can't afford to do.
Yeah, you can't give up the cheap points to this team. It's a hard-hitting team, especially from the inside. You don't want to give up the easy ones.
Hughes with the miss hit, very effective. Will even us up on our First National Bank scoreboard here at 1, just starting the first set.
Already having a rotation issue. Coming in is going to be number 16. So Kennedy Swan now in to serve.
Swan does the bulk of the serving for the Lakers. Quick set at the net and tapped across for the kill was LePeck. And as Matt mentioned, you see subbing back in there, number 20, Daddles, for the Warriors.
Reagan Hughes also subbed back in.
So this is Oliver, the libero, with the serve. Lopez blocked at the net by Murdoch. You're going to hear that name a lot. She's probably the best player on that Warriors club.
Yeah, we was watching them in warm-ups earlier between her and Daddles and Megan Junkai. She'll be coming in here shortly. She's a hard hitter.
Blocked at the net. Blocked there by number 8, LePeck, and number 20, Daddles.
Quickly, they're up 4-1.
They're a very formidable opponent up front. Oliver with the serve into the net. Break for the Lakers. Chance for them to start a little run here as Hannah Scott will serve for Wright State. Good serve by Scott. Dug out, quick set down the middle of Daddles, and she'll take care of it from there.
Wright State just seems like one of those teams that if a bad break could come, it's come. As soon as they get a lead in games, they normally fall back just on service errors and just small errors. If they could just pull it together, they would, I think the record would reflect that.
June Kai in to serve for the Warriors. Ruenkamp over to Lopez and bumped across by Guerrero. Oliver with the dig. June Kai set up to Murdoch, dug out by Hughes. Lopez sets it open to Castro. Castro, good hitter for the Lakers, gets the kill.
That's Castro's first kill on the game.
Lopez back to Soar. Lakers trailing 5-3 here early in set number 1. Tracked down by June Kai and knocked across by Myers. Lopez scrambling to get to the ball before hits against the Lakers.
Seeing a lot more free balling over the net from the Rochester side than what we thought we'd see here early. I mean, it still is early score 6-3 on
Murdoch's third, dug out by Hughes. Here's Castro with the nice shot. That's 2 early kills for Castro to pull the Lakers back within 2.
Castro was the leader of the last game they played with Claremont with 12 kills over the 3 sets.
Castro with the serve. Dug out by Murdoch. June Kai trying to track it down, but bad passing here to start the set for Rochester.
If the Lakers pull 6-6, I wouldn't be surprised you don't see a timeout. Just calm them down a little bit.
So Castro again to serve. Nice strong serve, dug out by Oliver. June Kai pass over to Daddles. Nice dig by Castro, passed back to Ruenkamp. That one won't clear the net, point for Rochester.
Still trying to fill each other out, going back and forth.
Couple quick substitutions as Cavill will come in for the Warriors. Also number 6, Emily Scott. Cavill the serve, leading 7-5. Castro just able to get a handle on that one as Guerrero's shot is wide and out of bounds.
It was actually a nice placement if she just could have got it down a little more.
Lakers still struggling to get something set up at the net. Cavill, very good serve, gets the ace.
Cavill scored the winning point in 2 of the 3 sets the last time in the last game against Claremont.
Cavill serve, dug up by Guerrero. Lopez sets it back to Guerrero, knocks it across, dug out by Murdoch. June Kai over to Myers, dug out again by Guerrero. Lopez set up front to Burning, tipped away by Murdoch and down. Kill for Burning.
Burning with her first kill.
Hannah Scott will check back in for the Lakers, and Oliver will check back in for the Warriors.
Burning played ball over at Maria Stein, Marion Local.
Guerrero short serve, dug up by Murdoch and back over.
It's going to be a lift on number 4. Junkai called with the lift.
And Wilson, was a solid hit there, no credit for the ace. I'm sorry, the kill, not the ace. Guerrero back to serve again. Lakers trailing 9-7. Nice serve. Murdoch picks it up nicely, though, right down the middle. Into the two blockers is Scott as the ball reflects out of bounds. Warriors with the point. You'll notice the design here. Lots of substitutions for the Warriors. They seat 17 players, and a lot of them rotate in and out. Is just number 5, Emma Walters, back to serve.
Lepic also came in. I don't know if you can say they seat them. They've stood for both games.
That's right.
Constant chatter coming out of that bench.
That's very true. Pass up front to Guerrero, from Guerrero, back to Guerrero. Dug out by Oliver. Passed over to Myers. Myers' shot dug up again by Guerrero. Here's Castro from the 10-foot line as well, deep and out of bounds.
Having the right ideal there, trying to get the ball up front, but just unable to get it past the front line.
That'll send Walters back to serve, leading by 4. Short serve, dug up by Ruencamp. Lopez sets it back to Scott. Scott, nice shot down the line, dug up by Walters, but nobody wanted to play it for the Warriors.
And Lepic just didn't quite make it over there in time to pick it up.
Ruencamp with the serve. Dug up by the Warriors. Lepek back to her. Back on the far side is Hughes. Blocked by Lepek. A nice dig though and pushed across by Scott. Myers. Dug up by Castro. Back to Guerrero. Pushed across. Lepek.
With the shot.
Free ball across. Lopez. Tough angle for Scott. Able to get it across through the two blockers for the kill.
Scott with real nice placement there. Came right down the bodies of the girls on the other side of the net.
11-9 on our First National Bank scoreboard, set number 1 in favor of the visiting Warriors. Back set to Murdoch. She hits the ball hard. Dug out nicely though by Guerrero. Scott again to Murdoch. And pushed back by the Warriors. Nice placement there by Lepek.
That was real good placement. Did a good job of finding the weak link there and just hitting it right over to the edge. I don't think that Lopez was ready for that to come there.
Myers to serve. Dug out by Guerrero. They're going right at Guerrero, it seems like, with every serve. Ruencamp. Dug up by Murdoch. Back set to Lepek. Again, Guerrero digs it. She'll push it across. It's going to be a miss hit there by the Warriors. Murdoch. Guerrero dig again for the Lakers. Her numbers building. Nice location, but the Warriors able to track it down. Here's Lopez right at the net to Scott. Through the double block and the kill.
There the Lakers showing they can play the defense they need to play. They can stick with these teams. It's just when the score's about where we're at now, 12-10, that's where they normally start to fall apart on the service errors.
Yeah, they need to put a run together, which they struggled to do in the last game, as you mentioned. They're looking to respond here. Murdoch. And that's a nice shot by Murdoch. As we mentioned earlier, she's one of the leaders of the kills for the Warriors.
Hughes and Daddle both came in for each team respectively.
Oliver with the serve, dug up by Guerrero, tracked down by Castro. Lakers gonna have to free it across. And they just get it across. Spots over to Murdoch, who again with the good vision gets the kill.
She just finds the open spot. If she isn't powering through, she just gives it just enough to get them off their feet. Nice job.
So Oliver will go back to serve for the Warriors. Dug up by Ruencamp. Lopez with the set right down the middle to Scott. It's wide. They had a good setup there by the Lakers. And I think we got somebody in the net.
15-10.
So they're gonna, I think they're gonna change that one. That one was on, they're gonna give that point against the Warriors because Lepic was in the net. Late call there. So it should be 14-11. I don't think they have that corrected on our scoreboard yet. As Scott hits one into the net. So if my scoring's right, I think it should be 15-11. The scoreboard says 16-10. And looks like the down judge is going to correct that right now. He's working on it. There we go. So he just got that corrected. June Kai checks in for the Warriors.
And
a timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to Wright State Lake campus. We're here in set number 1 as the visiting Rochester College Warriors on top 15-11. June Kai with the serve. Miss hit there momentarily by the Lakers and able to free ball it across. Right up to the front row to June Kai on the slide as Daddle's shot is deep and out of bounds. Lakers catch a break there.
We said Daddle's name a number of times. Just nice, strong hitter to get her in position.
Pass up front to June Kai. Here is Murdoch. Nice dig by Lopez. As that one was struck hard, Murdoch going to bump it again. Double hit on the set. So another point for the Lakers. They've got back into this, only trailing now by 2.
Closing the gap, 15-13.
Lopez with the serve. Dug out by Murdoch. Quick set up front to Daddles. Nice dig by Guerrero. The Lakers can't quite get it across. Lakers doing a good job on defenses. Last couple hits by the Warriors have been very strong.
Yeah, Molly Burning just missed that one too, and we could have had a 14-15 score.
Murdoch with the serve. Dug up by Hughes. Kicked over to Castro. Double block at the net there. Combination of Daddles and Myers.
Going to be blocked out of bounds. Back to serve now is going to be Lucy Castro, number 4.
Castro picked up by Myers. Set over to Wilson. Blocked at the net by Burning. Over to Daddles. Blocked again by Burning and Ruenkamp. That one free balled across by Oliver. Nice save by Lopez. Bumped across by Ruenkamp. Set this time to Murdoch. Again dug out. Castro over to Ruenkamp. Lakers trying to get a point here. Dug up by Murdoch. Over to Myers. Lakers all over the floor. Unfortunately, that one's going to go out of bounds, but you can't fault the effort. They were everywhere on that possession.
Yeah, Lopez dived trying to get it. Pretty tall girl from what we can tell up here. I mean, that's a great attempt. Good effort there given by the Lakers.
Cavill will come back in to serve for the Warriors, leading 17-14. Picked up by Hughes and missed it out of bounds. Cavill has had a string of good serves, and she puts another one in play there to push the Warrior advantage to 4.
Guerrero diving for the ball, just couldn't quite get to it.
Cavill picked up by Castro, Guerrero, and free balled across. Blocked right at the net, though, by the Warriors. Nice placement by Castro on the hit back across for the point.
Yeah, the Lakers ain't going away quietly. 18-15, they're battling late here in the first set.
Guerrero now to serve for the Lakers. Short serve, dug up by Murdoch. June Kai, back set to Wilson. Miss hit, dug up by Lopez, and knocked across by Scott. Oliver, June Kai, over to Myers, through the block and down for the kill. A lot of layers there for the Warriors. They come at you with 3 or 4 different hitters in one possession.
Yeah, Myers just put the ball right off the hands of the defenders. Wasn't nothing they could do about that.
Walters back to serve for the Warriors. Dug up by Ruenkamp. Lopez back set to Scott. Into the net. Point goes to the Warriors. They are the first ones to get to 20 as we're at 20-15 on our First National Bank scoreboard.
Walters back to serve her second attempt.
Guerrero pushes up to net. Lopez gets it over to Hughes. Hughes wins the battle at the net momentarily. That one knocked across by Scott. Here's Castro, dug up by Oliver. And the Warriors fighting to get it across. 4 hits. Good defense again by Wright State.
Back to serve now is going to be number 12, Emily Ruenkamp.
Ruenkamp dug up by Oliver. Back set over to Myers. Castro, Lopez up to the front to Scott. Another nice dig there by Walters. Lakers now back in the attack. Right down the middle is Scott. Oliver there again. This time over to Myers' side. Castro can't handle it. Again, a lot of good hitting coming off of that Warriors side.
Yeah, ball's being hit hard, but you got to give it to the Lakers. They're standing in there. They're going to take a break. We'll go ahead and go over our sponsors here on NKTelco Sports. We'd like to thank Minster Bank, Minster Dental, NKTelco, German Farmers Insurance, Wagner's IGA, Kogi Plumbing, Heating and Air Conditioning, Fowler's TV, Wilson Health, Orthopedic Associates of Southwest Ohio, 21st Century Kitchens, Grand Lake Health Systems, Elmwood Assisted Living, Schwieterman Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, and Keyhole Pizza. We'd also like to thank our First National Bank, Think First scoreboard sponsor, and the Keys to the Game sponsor, Bud's Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Salina, where the dealer makes the difference.
We'd also like to remind you that you can see these replays, these college volleyball replays, on Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. And this game will be replayed on Monday, October 17th at 5 p.m. and Thursday, October 20th at 5 p.m. also. You can also watch these games on demand at nktelco.net. Thanks again to all those wonderful sponsors, and we get set for action here again. Here in set number 1, if you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning, my partner Matt Everidge, as the Warriors leading 21-16 here in the first set over the Wright State Lakers. Quick set over to Hannah Scott, going to be called for a double hit as the Warriors are approaching 25 here at a 22-16 advantage. Myers with the strong serve, dug up by Castro. Here is Hannah Scott into the net. Lakers struggling to put something together here late in this first set, Matt.
You know, Lakers just looking just to get the ball back over. We talked about the keys to the game. The main thing for Rochester was put the ball in play. And that's what they're doing. And there's a service error. As soon as we talk about it, it seems like you always have that curse as an announcer. You can change the sway of the serve. Rotating back in is going to be number 16, Kennedy Swan. Going out, it's going to be number 22, Reagan Hughes.
The Lakers trying to put a run together here, get back into this first set. Set over to Murdoch as Swan's able to dig it out. It goes up into the rafters. Stays on the Lakers side though, so they can still play it, get it across. That one bumped across by Myers. Now Castro on the attack. Good strong hit, dug up by Oliver. Tracked down by Walters, and free balled across finally by Oliver. Here's Scott again with a nice bump across. Back set to Lebeck, and she gets the kill, Lebeck. And that puts the Warriors to a set point here in set number 1.
Well, libero Stephanie Oliver going back to serve for the victory here in set 1, 24-17.
There's Ruenkamp with the dig. Nice pass up to Lopez, right over to Castro. And there to block were the Warriors. Castro with the bump across. Now the Warriors on the attack. Lakers set up the good block. And now just going to have to bump it across. Oliver up to the front. Back set to number 20, Daddles, who gets the point and the set. So the Warriors take the first one, 25-17. We'll be back with set number 2. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
You owe it to yourself twice a year a checkup at Minster Dental Care. Our specialized doctors, Jim Overman, Jim Myring, Sean Sharp, and Philip Slunkowski, are ready to give you the smile you've always dreamed of at any stage of your life. Pediatric, orthodontic, restorative, and cosmetic dentistry are just a few of the services offered. Our latest advancements include CEREC dentistry that allows us to create and deliver a crown in one convenient visit. We're located on State Route 66 in Minster, 419-628-3380 to schedule your appointment today. You owe it to yourself.
Jump, jump! What? Oh, come on! Set!
Plastic surgery is very expensive today, coach.
Jet!
Jet? Come on, shoot him.
Need more bandwidth? Switch to NKTelco and run all your devices.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier sofa and sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
Welcome back to Wright State Lake Campus as we get set for the second set. The Rochester Warriors taking the first one, 25-17.
Yeah, Rochester doing exactly what we said in the keys. They kept the ball in play and they played the front of the net well. And Wright State with a couple serving errors, and that's the difference in the game, 25-17.
So a quick check in there. Number 6, Emily Scott checks in for the libero Oliver. And quickly back out. So Oliver will come in, I believe, to serve to start the set for, nope, I'm mistaken, that's Walters to serve to start this second set for the Warriors. And here we go. Castro with the dig. Lopez over to Hughes, tipped across. And a little miss hit there again. I feel like we started the same way in set number 1. And they should put that one into the playbook. A miss hit just over the blocker.
That would definitely make it to where they could score more. I'd be all for it. Back to serve now is number 12, Ruenkamp.
Dig up by Oliver. Walters right up to the net to Daddles. Daddles forces that one across for the kill.
I was quite sure Guerrero was going to go right through the stairs or the chairs there if she could.
Well, thankfully she didn't. Myers to serve now for the Warriors. Castro pass to Lopez, over to Hughes. Dug up by Murdoch. Pass back to Murdoch. And again dug out by Castro. Lopez pushed across by Ruenkamp. In a nice spot there for Ruenkamp. The Lakers take an early 2-1 advantage.
Easiest way to score is hit it where nobody's at. Nice job.
Here is Swan checking in to serve for the Lakers. Short serve, dug up by Oliver. Quick set to Daddles. Guerrero gets another dig. And here's Castro, strong hit, dug up by Myers. Over to Murdoch, double block. She takes care of that.
Yeah, ball came to Burning and Lopez and just right off their hands and out. Quick point. Serving now is going to be Stephanie Oliver. Just one of 3 seniors on this team.
Short serve, dug up by Ruenkamp, overplayed. An easy kill for Scott. Got a quick wipe up there on the floor. Little perspiration build up. As we're at 3-2 on our First National Bank scoreboard in favor of the Warriors. Oliver serving once again for the Warriors, dug up by Hughes. Lopez over to Castro. Diving Oliver picks it up and free balled across. Hughes, Lopez. Lopez going to be called for the double hit.
There's an easy lift, give a point and the lead, 4-2 to Rochester.
Oliver serve, tough to handle by Ruenkamp. Guerrero just going to have to free ball it across. Good pass up front. Murdoch with a short dump, picked up by Hughes, and then tapped down by Lepek.
It's an easy play when the ball's up on the net. Wide open, just tap it right to the floor. Had Castro in the air as well.
Oliver getting some tape off the end of her finger.
Score 5-2 in set 2 if you're just joining us.
Ruenkamp thought that was going to go deep, lands right on the line.
So ace for Oliver.
So Oliver to serve once again. Ruenkamp with the dig. Lopez pass over to Castro. Castro tries to go with the offhand. Can't handle it. Another point for the Warriors. Quickly up 7-2 here in the second set.
This will be the third serve for Oliver.
Dug out again by Guerrero. Lopez, here's Castro. Tipped at the net. Walters sets it over to Murdoch. Murdoch pushes it to the back row, and that'll be too much for the Lakers.
Score now 8-2. Lakers need a timeout or something just to get this girl off the serving line. Oliver saying, give me the ball.
Oliver again, dug out by Ruenkamp. Lopez, Castro trying to get something going and does. Nice shot by Lucy Castro.
Castro now with her 4th kill on the 2 sets.
Guerrero goes back to serve. Lakers trailing 8-3.
And this is normally where the Lakers get some points.
Walters with a quick set to Lepek. And Lepek's shot will get her a kill.
And able to be returned, just bounced right off the hands of Hughes. Point Rochester.
Number 2, Miranda Fowler will check in, and also Wilson for the Warriors. Fowler with a little running serve, too much, is out of bounds.
Very deep team. I mean, I think we counted 17 players, I believe, on the team.
That is correct. They keep coming at you. Fowler passed over to Wilson. Wilson will just bump it across. Lopez passed back to Castro. Dug up by Myers. Fowler knocks it up in the air. It's going to be a good one for Castro, but dug out nicely by Oliver. Back to the right side. Lopez right down the middle of Scott. Dug out again by Fowler. Castro with the kill, and finally will get the score, but not without a lot of fight. The defense for the Warriors making it tough.
Yeah, Castro with 3 big swings in that set of volleys to get the point.
Fowler back to Murdoch, dug up by Lopez. Hannah Scott with a nice shot, diving save by Myers. Here is Murdoch on the ensuing attack. Lakers, great effort to track it down. Hughes almost comes up with it. Too much Murdoch gives another point for the Warriors.
Ruenkamp also getting involved there, trying to get the ball back over. It isn't for lack of effort with the Lakers.
Murdoch with the serve. Hughes digs it out too close to the net. A fight and a battle at the net. Back on the Warriors side. Go back to Myers. Blocked by Castro. Nice diving save by Lopez. Warriors coming right back as the dump is across by Scott for the kill.
That can just be disheartening, especially if you're Lopez there. You do a great dig, get the ball back over, and then they just come to the other side.
You know, what makes it hard is the Warriors do a very good job of getting the ball to their setter quickly. And that first pass for them, majority of the time, is right on spot. And that can do it for you. You get that ball up there quickly and set. So we got a quick timeout on the floor. We'll take one as well. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
There's a lot of early mornings that go into 40 years of service, a lot of miles on these tires, and millions of pounds of cargo have traveled in these trailers. It's about dependable service, the kind of service that shows up 30 minutes early every time, that gets your products, cargo, and business from point A to point B safely, quickly, and efficiently. We are St. Mary's Trucking, traveling the roads of commerce in Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Kentucky. Men and women who produce the solutions that make your business grow, because the most important thing to them is you.
Welcome back to Wright State Laker campus as we're here in set number 2. If you're just joining us, I'm Greg Burning, my partner Matt Everidge. The Rochester Warriors on top, 12-5 after that ace from Shannon Murdoch.
I think you called Murdoch's name now for everything. Blocks, kills, now aces.
She's definitely a very nice all-around player for the Warriors. That one dug out by Hughes, and Ruenkamp to free ball it across. Almost gets it to drop. Fowler picks it up, gets it over to Myers, and Myers with a nice shot to the far corner for the kill.
And of course, who with the dig there? Murdoch.
Yeah.
The score now 13-5 in set number 2. Set 1 went to the Warriors 25-17. Rochester just showing their strength.
Murdoch, nice serve, picked up nicely by Hughes. Backs it over to Castro, and Castro wins the battle at the net.
Nice placement, just running it right down the inside of the net. Castro now back to serve.
Strong serve by Castro, just out of bounds. Cavill will check back in for the Warriors. Also, number 20, Daddles checks in. So on the Lakers side, we got Ruenkamp, Lopez, Scott, Castro, Guerrero, and Hughes. I'll catch up with the Warriors lineup here the next time we get a break. This is Ruenkamp knocking it across. Murdoch over to Myers, dug up by Castro, Hughes, and bumped across by Lopez. Fowler pushes it up to Wilson through the 2 blocks and down for the kill. The Warriors side, we've got Daddles, Myers, Wilson, Fowler, Murdoch, and Cavill. Cavill back to serve as they lead 15-6 here in set number 2.
Yeah, Wilson's also a senior, just a big hitter, only 5'8", but can definitely get up there.
Lopez with the set, back to Ruenkamp, dug up by Murdoch. Fowler with the set over to Wilson, little short, pushed across. Lopez with the push back in the far corner, dug down by Cavill. And some action at the net there, tipped out of bounds. Trying to get a little discussion there from the official who the point was. There was kind of an odd play. It went up to the net and was tipped.
I think it was tipped into the Laker player, and the Laker player knocked it out of bounds, but they still gave it to him.
Yeah, the official saw it the other way, but that one was knocked out of bounds, or off the serve, I should say, of Hannah Scott.
I mean, right now, if you're a Laker fan, you got bigger problems in 1 point, right? I mean, there's a 9-point separation here. They have got to get a run together and soon.
Yeah, Walters and LePeck step back in. Here's Walters, dug up by Guerrero, and miss hit into the net. As you mentioned, that first pass is big, and Lakers have struggled with that all afternoon. We're going to have another timeout. We'll take one as well. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Here's the thing. If you're the kind of guy who eats, sleeps, and breathes farming, who gets up at dawn, determined to get the best crop and the best yield, why surrender to the mercy of the water table? Cy Schwederman Incorporated can lower your water table to an average of 2 to 3 feet below the surface, allowing you to grow stronger, healthier plants that root deeper, that are more resilient to the elements, that enable longer growing seasons, and can produce higher results in the fields and in your pocket. Trust CSI, your drainage experts since 1946.
Welcome back to Wright State Lake Campus as the Rochester College Warriors lead here in set number 2, 17-7. Serving as Walters for the Warriors. Short serve, Guerrero picks it up. Set back to Castro. Knocked into the net, little miscommunication as two players were going up for the same shot. Point will go to the Warriors.
That's another small issue we see over here is there's no communication on the floor. When your libero and your big hitter are both in the air, something's not right.
Walters, and that one is right on the line for a Warriors ace. And they're well in control here in set number 2 as they lead 19-7.
Up to 12 points on the lead.
Walters short serve and spots that one right in the hole for the ace.
It's now 4 consecutive points for Emma Walters to include what I would consider 3 aces.
The Lakers able to get a hold of this one. Guerrero is going to have to free ball it across. Murdoch back set to Daddles. Daddles gets a good handle on it, but it's well out of bounds. That'll get it back to the Lakers.
Score 20-8, late in set 2.
Ruenkamp with the serve, dug up by Murdoch. Daddles right down the middle will get the kill.
Ball bounced right off of Lucy Castro. Just couldn't quite get a hit on it. Rochester still on their feet over there. They haven't stopped cheering since the game started.
Myers serve dug up by Castro and bumped across by Burning. Walters over to Murdoch. Dumped across, nice effort. Ruenkamp to track it down, bumped across by Lopez. Pushed to the front row, here comes Murdoch. Good dig again by Guerrero. No communication as the Lakers struggle to get to that ball as it falls.
He was talking earlier during the break, about how Rochester gets the ball from the libero straight to their setter on about 75% of their plays. You're not seeing that over here, just miss hits.
Nice couple digs there by Castro, bumped across by Burning. Myers passes it over to Murdoch. Murdoch down the far baseline for the kill. That's going to put us at set point here in set number 2.
That was 23.
Oh, I'm sorry. They've got it ahead on me on the scoreboard. There's 23-9. Myers with the serve, dug up by Guerrero. Lopez, now Hughes. Nice effort there by Myers, but she bumps it out of bounds. The point will go to the Lakers. Kennedy Swan checks back in to serve for the Lakers. Lakers trailing here in set number 2, 23-10 on our First National Bank scoreboard. Quick set to Lebec. Nice block by Burning. Bumped back across to the Lakers. Here is Lopez with the free ball. Picked up by the Warriors and bumped across by Lebec. Guerrero, nice pass up front. Right over to Castro through the double block. Great effort and saved by Oliver. And bumped across for the kill is Myers.
That was a nice dive by the libero there. She got down, got the ball right back up in the air so the kill could happen. Game point.
Oliver to serve for the Warriors. Ruenkamp pass up front to Lopez, blocked at the net and tipped out of bounds. And that will conclude set number 2 as the Warriors take it 25-10. We'll take a quick break and be back with set number 3. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
As a business owner, do you find yourself reviewing too many applications? Or are you the job seeker filling out dozens of applications in an attempt to find employment? West Staff has been bridging the gap between employers and employees since 1988. Jobs range from manufacturing and clerical to specialized fields such as quality control and engineering. West Staff has the ability to operate as your company's entire HR department or simply payroll employees on a temp-to-hire basis. West Staff, your partner in business.
When you choose Radio Hospital for your wireless needs, you get 13 convenient locations, no waiting and long lines, premier service after the sale, and all the latest technology. With locations in Lima, Findlay, Minster, Kenton, Defiance, Napoleon, Wauseon, Bryan, and Archbold, we are right around the corner from you. Visit us today and experience the Radio Hospital difference. We are simply neighbors serving neighbors, providing a refreshing alternative to high-pressure stores. Radio Hospital is your Verizon Wireless Premium retailer.
Welcome back to Wright State Lake Campus as we get set for set number 3, as the Rochester Warriors have taken the first two 25-17 and the second one 25-10.
Yeah, they had no answer on the Wright State side for anything. They changed points a couple of times, but there was really no runs. That's what we need to see out of Wright State here starting out, is they need to get on a run.
Now, Lakers just need to, like you mentioned earlier, lacking a little bit in communication. Need to work on just getting the ball from the back. Serve receive has been good as far as they've been getting the balls. They just need to make that first pass a little cleaner so that the setter can get them to the girls to set them up to hit. And they've kind of struggled with that here this afternoon. So hopefully here in the third set, they can get it together. Now, when you're playing good competition, it forces you into some tough mistakes. And they are playing good competition as Daddles gets the first kill there.
Yeah, they're definitely playing somebody that we expect to see more of a national stage slowly. And like you said, last year was their best year. Only 3 seniors. There's a lot of kids that were support role characters for that team last year. And nice try.
Little soccer action there, yeah.
It's legal if you can get to it. I think that's a rule for old people like us. Just use your foot.
So that evens is up at 1 apiece here in the third set. Guerrero to serve for the Lakers. Dug up by Murdoch. Walters over to Daddles. Ruenkamp with the kill. Daddles trying to track it down. Runs into the net. But if you're going to hit the net, you might as well hit it good.
Yep.
She ran into it.
It's mine.
Full force. Point for the Lakers as they now lead 2-1 here in the third. Short serve by Guerrero, dug up by Lepek. Back to Lepek. Picked up off the block. Guerrero passes it up to the front row and free ball to cross. Daddles bumps that one across as well as that shot is deep and out of bounds from Lopez.
Lopez looking to get it in the back corner, just a little long. Ties us up 2-2.
It's Hollerbrand checked in for the Warriors. Her first action of the afternoon. Oliver with the serve. Here is Scott with the shot blocked at the net. Pushed across by Castro, dug up by Hollerbrand. Here is Murdoch down the line. Trying for the dig was Ruenkamp. Too much from the Murdoch kill. As Oliver will go back to serve again. Warriors now on top 3-2 here early in set number 3. Pass back to Guerrero. Strong hit picked up by Oliver. Walters over to Murdoch. Double block at the net by the Lakers. And back across from Castro's. Too deep and out of bounds.
It makes it harder. They got to put a little bit more on the ball to get it higher over the net for the distance they're so far from the net. And that's just making it carry long. If they could get the set up closer like this, it would take it down quicker to the floor.
Back set over to Lepek is out of bounds. Yeah, shot will give a point to the Lakers and serve back to the Hannah Scott. Scott's serve right up in the body of Oliver.
Nice ace.
Much needed by the Lakers. They could use a handful more of them as they now are even here at 4.
It seems like they're just scared of their own success.
Tipped at the net, back to Walters. Block by the Lakers. Lopez gets that one high in the air, bumped across by Ruenkamp. Oliver, pass up to Walters, straight up and straight down is number 8, Taylor Lepek.
Yeah, Lepek got all of that. Came right off of the defense of Lopez. Nothing you can do with that.
Fowler and Wilson check back in for the Warriors. They now lead 5-4 here in set number 3. Fowler with that running serve, picked up by Ruenkamp. Lopez back to Castro, blocked at the net. And I was just saying, I don't think it even cleared the net, and the official ruled the same. Point for the Warriors.
Score now 6-4, set 3.
Fowler picked up by Scott. Straight up for Castro, blocked at the net and dug out by Scott.
It was a nice effort by Scott to get down there and get the ball back up. Looks like she possibly has a hip injury there, the way she's taped up. But still willing to sacrifice and give in for the team.
Fowler, third serve. Guerrero able to get a handle on it. Scott tracks it down and bumps across by Lopez. Fowler right down the middle is Wilson with the kill.
And these are the runs that the Lakers really need to avoid. They're going to call timeout. We'll take one as well here on NKTelco Sports.
At 21st Century Kitchens, we know that every home has a style to go with it. From first-time homebuyers to families with the pitter-patter of little feet to teenagers taking over the kitchen, 21st Century has what you want, customizing the style, layout, and price point to fit your budget. Kitchens by Craftmade and quality cabinets, countertops by Wilson Art and Cambria, along with availability of granite, marble, and wood.
See what's in store behind the yellow door for your 21st Century Kitchen.
At Grand Lake Health, we offer urgent care services within Joint Township District Memorial Hospital. Upon arrival, each patient is greeted and healthcare professionals assess the level of care required. Urgent care services extend your access to quality health care, complete for non-life-threatening problems. Our state-of-the-art facility and host of diagnostic and treatment options allow you to receive the treatment you deserve in a timely and courteous way. Grand Lake Health Systems, the highest quality health care for you and your family.
Welcome back to Wright State Lake Campus. We are in set number 3. The Rochester Warriors taking the first 2. And on top here by 4 in the third. Here is Fowler with the serve. Guerrero, Lopez right up front to Castro. Blocked by Scott. Back to Scott, and she'll tip it across for the kill.
Before Fowler stepped up to serve, it was 4-4. It's now 9-4. Obviously, the timeout didn't work. She scored again. Wright State's got to come up with something here.
Guerrero, Lopez back to Scott. Picked up by Oliver. Fowler back set to Wilson. Wilson with good elevation gets the kill.
I don't know what you do with that. Between Wilson on the one side, Murdoch on the other, you're not gonna stop both of them.
Yeah, and they sub in Daddles and Myers too. That's what I said. They're very deep, and LePeck. So they have a lot of good hitters. And there's another good serve by Fowler, and the run continues for the Warriors.
7 straight points. It's a very awkward serve that she has. I mean, if it's something you're not used to seeing, I could see where it'd be harder to receive it.
Picked up by Hughes. Lopez, free ball across by Scott. Tracked down by Hollebrock and bumped across in the opening for the kill by Murdoch.
Know when to hold them, know when to hammer them.
Fowler again to serve, will lead up to 8. Short one dug up by Hughes, right at the net to Castro, through the double block and the kill. Nice play there by Lucy Castro, much needed by the Lakers.
Yeah, Castro with the kill, but not until 7 straight points were ran off. Need to see Lopez do the same.
Lakers have been trying to get a run all afternoon. Here is Wilson, and she'll record another kill. She gets very good elevation when that ball is set up for her. Myers to check back in.
Colin Brand goes out.
Murdoch serve picked up by Hughes. Free ball across by Guerrero and well out of bounds.
Guerrero, we've said her name quite a bit. Unfortunately, a lot of times it's on the second or third hit instead of the first. She's still having a good game.
That one too much for Guerrero to handle. Ace by Murdoch. And quickly that lead has ballooned up to 10 at 15-5. Hughes with the dig, tracked down by Lopez. Here is Ruenkamp. Murdoch with the dig, back to Wilson. Spotted down the baseline for the kill.
Wilson now with 5 kills. Just creeping up there as one of the leaders on the team. Like you mentioned, Dabbles and Wilson. It's
Murdoch shot dug up by Hughes. Lopez right down the middle to Castro, and Castro will record another one.
Score 16-6. Back to serves number 10, Molly Burning.
Oliver with the dig. Fowler passes it over to Scott, and Scott will record the kill.
Thing I noticed about Rochester too, if it's deep, if it's hit deep, they'll play it. They don't take the chance on the ball going out of bounds or being hit too deep.
Cavill back in the action. Another solid server for the Warriors, as they have a 17-6 advantage on our First National Bank scoreboard. That one misplayed by Hughes. And another ace for the Warriors, and they are collecting quite a few of them here in the third.
I've got them down for 7 aces this set out of 18 points.
Cavill picked up by Hughes. Lopez, the free ball across by Castro. Murdoch with the dig. Fowler straight up and tipped over. Nice save by Lopez. But unfortunately, the ball goes out of bounds.
This will be the third straight shot for number 24, Chris Cavill.
Short serve picked up by Castro. Back to Ruenkamp. Wilson with the dig. Over to Myers. Myers shots deep and out of bounds. Looking for the tip.
And 4 straight points now. These are the runs that the Lakers have needed. They just have eluded them.
Cavill serving again, up 20-6.
That ball's long.
That one just out of bounds. Good call there by the Lakers.
Coming back in is going to be number 6, Emily Scott. And back to serves number 4, Castro.
That one dug up by Murdoch. Fowler over to Wilson, pushed through the double block. And Daddles battles up front. Back to Oliver. Back to Daddles across the double block. And back on the Warriors side. Again, they're going to try to Daddles. That one dug up by Lopez, but dug up out of bounds.
Bounced right up off of Lopez.
And the rotation continues for the Warriors as they bring in Walters and LePeck. It just seemed like that bench is endless over there. They stand and just keep running onto the floor.
It's definitely a good problem to have.
Yeah, it is. LePeck serve picked up by the Lakers. I'm sorry, kill. The Lakers, though, struggle again to get that good pass up front.
If you look at the benches, it's 3 times, 4 times the size of the Lakers. They got 2 girls waiting to come in. That's it.
Short serve is out of bounds.
Score still 22-8. Coming in is number 10, Molly Burning back in.
Ruenkamp serve, dug up by LePeck. Strong shot from Doddles. As it's been all Warriors here in the third.
Keena Myers goes back, hoping to close it out here for Rochester, only needing 2 points.
Lakers having a little question in their substitution. Seems okay. Served by Myers. Warriors battle at the net, can't get it out of the net. Point will go to the Lakers.
Worked out well for them.
Hollebrand will check back in for the Warriors, and Burning will check back in for the Lakers.
Guerrero to serve.
A nice strong serve, dug up by Murdoch, over to Daddles, blocked out of bounds off of Hannah Scott. That'll bring us to a match point for the Warriors.
And not the person you want to be serving if you're the Lakers right now. Oliver with 3 aces in the last game.
Yeah, she takes that one deep.
And we've mentioned something good, and there it goes. I don't know how many times I've announced a game, and that has been the case. The minute you say something good or bad, the opposite happens.
Hannah Scott with the serve. And that's going to be the match, out of bounds as the Warriors take it 25-10. We'll be back in just a few moments with our post-game wrap-up. You're watching Wright State Laker Volleyball on NKTelco Sports.
Your parents have given you so much throughout the years. They were there when you won first place. Your first heartbreak. Your first car. Your first wreck. Graduation. Planning that special day. Is it time to give back? Give your mom the life she gave you at Elmwood.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
If you want to save 70% on your heating, cooling, and hot water costs, the answer is right under your feet. Let New Knoxville Supply install a water furnace geothermal system and use the natural temperature from the earth for a more constant temperature in your home. Also ask about our new Symphony home management system. Control temperatures, track energy usage, and receive safety alerts for everything, including your sump pump. All from anywhere, anytime. Now is the time to calculate your savings at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back to Wright State Lake Campus as the Rochester College Warriors were victorious over the Wright State Lakers in 3. That's going to put the Lakers record at 1-19 and the Warriors to 15-17. Here with our post-game stats is Matt Everidge.
For set 1, the score was 25-17, and then from there, set 2 and 3 ended 25-10, 25-10. It's pretty much a tale of 2 different teams. One team struggling, the other team finding themselves. A lot of good play by Daddles, Wilson, Colville, Myers. I mean, the names can keep going. Oliver with 6 aces over the 3 sets. Just phenomenal serving, phenomenal hitting. They did exactly what we said, play the net, and they did it.
Yeah, they're a solid group, like you said. Play well together, and they have a lot of players. Lakers just trying to get some chemistry yet still built together and put together a little run of their own, but didn't happen here this afternoon as the Warriors are victorious. That's going to do it for us here this afternoon. I'd like to thank our director, Daniel Allen, our camera person, Bryce Hamrick, my partner, Matt Everidge. I'm Greg Burney. Thanks for watching and have a great evening. Clear.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.